Hi, my name is Jose Delgado, renowned filmmaker and local assistant to a seafood salesman. Just recently, no, you're doing it all wrong. First the tip, then the rest, okay? You gotta work your way up, alright? Sorry. Just recently, I went on an expedition to uncover the secrets of a nationwide phenomenon that has affected social interactions of adults and children alike. Did you not hear what I just said? Okay? You know, I could do this all by myself. Just thought I'd let you know.
Sorry, Jose.
Give it to me.
What?
Give it to me. First the tip, then the rest. And why the hell did you wait till the actual day of shooting?
Why did you wait?
You know what? Just go get me a cup of coffee. Okay? Fucking interns.
Everyone does it. Chances are, you've probably done it yourself. You see it everywhere you look. It's legal in some places, illegal in others. Surprisingly, I'll even admit to having seen children as old as 9 do it. But what's for sure is that many are out of control as they let it take hold of their shoddy life. On the streets, it has taken a name of its own, a mind of its own, if I dare say, an evil that pierces the soul of the weak and the flesh of the unwilling. I began my research in a town not far from the outskirts of Idaho. After purchasing a ticket from the local market, I decided to get serious.
So, what's your name?
My name's Sean Flooney, and I'm addicted to texting.
So, I hear that around the streets here, it is also known by another name.
Yeah, up around here we call it fingering.
Fingering?
Yeah, we call it fingering, the Q-W-E-R-T-Y.
Q-W... Oh, right. The QWERTY. So, it's fingering the QWERTY.
Yes.
Well, thanks a lot, Sean.
Oh, no problem, man.
It was sickening to see how such an innocent boy could be victim to such a horrific addiction. To better understand this topic, I went to a local psychologist, Chester Brown, to break down the common causes leading to this so-called fingering.
Dr. Chester Brown?
Woody!
Dr. Brown, I called you earlier about a meeting.
What's a beef jerky?
No, thank you. We're here for our meeting about texting.
What's a beef jerky?
No. Let's get out of here.
I then went to an actual doctor with a real PhD to further explain.
So, tell me, doctor, what are the causes that usually lead to texting addiction?
Well, there are many causes that leads to texting addiction. Among these are the desire to cope with the fear of alienation or distancing from the real world. Let's face it, we live in a society today where one must keep up with everything.
So, you mean to say that young men and women...
Well, it's not just young men and women. I mean, I've seen elderlies at the park just fingering away.
Is that so?
Yes. I mean, for their age, they're quite nimble.
You may ask, what negative effects has this had on the real world? I sat down with Stacy Gray, CEO of Watches for Women, to discuss the impact of texting on the corporate level.
Within the past 3 years, we've experienced a substantial decrease in the sales of women's watches.
I'm sorry, doctor, but how exactly does this correlate with my story?
Well, nowadays it's rare to see women sporting a watch to keep track of time. They just pull out their phones and, well, you know.
Well, isn't that the phone industry at fault and not the actual engagement of texting?
Could be. Perhaps.
I see. Women's watches, eh?
It seemed like a good idea at the time.
It seemed to me like I wasn't getting any answers, and felt like I was getting nowhere. I later found out that this particular town was full of idiots, and I had simultaneously run out of gas. And so I walked the opposite way from my house, not knowing what lay ahead. It wasn't until 3.5 miles that I began to indulge in the practice of texting. I figured that in order to fully comprehend this phenomena, I would have to try fingering myself. Let me rephrase. Fingering, comma, myself.